I came from New York City to live the Maine life. I was hired to design outdoor footwear.
I live the Maine life. We're looking for college grads, so come get your check.
I came from Venezuela to live the Maine life. I opened my own restaurant.
Learn more about hundreds of Maine jobs and our tax program for college grads at liveandworkinmaine.com.
Here's a look at what's coming up on this week's episode.
Good shops, wonderful people.
Oh, you had me at shops.
This place is awesome.
So should we take a first spin?
Yeah, let's go for a ride.
All right. Hi everyone, I'm Erin Ovalle. This is Baxter, my little gentleman, and you're watching MaineLife.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound, and I press and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Hey everyone, my partner in crime Kevin right now is at rehearsal, so I thought I would take my little buddy Bax along for the ride. This week our travels took us to Bath, where we learned more about their program Main Street Bath, got to tour the quaint and bustling community, and also learned more about the community's plans for growth. But first, here's this week's Maine music, Micromassé.
Live and Work in Maine is a statewide organization that partners with Maine employers to help attract and keep people here to live and work full-time. Our partnership with MaineLife helps to tell their stories.
Bath is a really unique, small town amongst a bunch of really unique towns in Maine. I grew up in Virginia, in Western Virginia. My wife is from Maine. We met in college. After I visited Maine for the first time, I knew that this was a place that I wanted to live in.
Where has Bath been and where is it going?
We're seeing an interest in Bath as a place for people to invest their money, to move to and live in, because of our opportunities when it comes to jobs, and the fact that we have all this character that we have been able to preserve.
So Waterfront Park we're sitting, what a beautiful place
Yeah.
to have a picnic and bring your dogs. Where is this going?
Over the course of the next 1.5 or 2 years, we're going to be expanding this park out so there's a river walk that runs the entire distance along the Kennebec River.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Oh geez, getting to pick out trash cans and benches and I mean it sounds kind of dorky, but these Adirondack chairs are things that I help to pick out. And it's nice to, thanks, it's nice to come down here and see people using them. You know, people are enjoying being outside in public spaces. This is a place that you come for an experience.
So where are we going now and what am I seeing? Tell me about the downtown.
Yeah, I think you're gonna meet up with Jake. Jake is our Main Street Bath program director and he's gonna show you around. Front Street is one of the great streets in America. Good shops, wonderful people.
Oh, you had me at shops. Thank you. Hey guys.
Hey, how are you?
Hi Jake.
Good to
Hi,
see
Randall. Hey, you picked a perfect spot, a woman's boutique.
Oh my God.
With a
Get your shopping
hunting
in.
dress in the window. So this is Jake Korb. He's the program director of Main Street Bath. Jake, from Pittsburgh to Bath, Maine. Tell us why you choose to live and work here.
I chose to move to Bath because of the community. It's a place where you can feel like home when you've been here for an hour or 10 years.
Tell us about your job and what that entails.
I work with a board of directors and hundreds of volunteers throughout the year to execute design projects like installation of murals and the flowers up on light poles. We also work to have events downtown ongoing, like the Art Walk, the summer concerts at Waterfront Park and Library Park.
Favorite part of your job?
Favorite part of my job is coming downtown and interacting with the business owners and also interacting with people who are thinking of moving here.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm gonna, if you don't mind, excuse myself to do a little shopping in the candy shop. It's
just
around
back
the corner.
that way, yeah.
And the hot pink dress.
Hot pink dress right in the window.
Thank you.
It was great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Bye, little buddy. See you soon. We'll be back. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning. How are you?
We've been waiting for this stop all morning.
Oh, good. Are you hungry?
Yeah, this looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So you've had it for about 2 years?
A year.
A year.
I've been here about 2 years in Bath. Thank you.
I'm gonna go make a little bag for myself.
Excellent. Let me know if you have any questions or you need any help.
Hi, I'm Jim. I guess I'm just looking for the ideal partner. I love being out in the wild, taking the road less traveled. I want someone who gets along with my friends, someone I can really share my life with. I guess I'm just looking for someone I can really connect with. Hi, I'm Jim. Nice to meet you.
It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Hey everyone, welcome back. In this week's Cruise Maine series, we check back in with our friends at Yachting Solutions. Last week was Thirsty Thursday and the Boat Basin. This week we are learning more about their top-notch brands. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced boater, they have something for everyone.
This might be my 10-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary!
Thank you. Thank you very much. We've been selling hunts for Hunt Yachts, which is kind of our lead brand that we sell for 10 years. And I met Reed Austin, who was then the director of sales for Hunt, at the show, and he asked us to just clean the boats for him. Oh. Our Yachting Solutions was fairly young at the time, and we kind of got started by just being introduced to them as boat cleaners. And the relationship evolved, and it ended up being, you know, part of the fabric of Yachting Solutions, being the Hunt dealer in Maine.
They are good-looking boats.
Yeah, they really are.
They are very good-looking. So be amphibious is the tagline for the Sea Legs?
This boat's a little unique. They're built for a specific purpose, and that's to be able to come up on land and be kind of a pickup truck, utility vehicle. This is really great for people who own islands or other waterfront property that doesn't have dock access necessarily. So that's where we're utilizing a lot of it. Search and rescue, fire, EMS are also buying these. It's a really fun product. It's actually a fantastic sea boat. All aluminum welded construction and the Hypalon tube. A lot of fun. This is a Rossiter. This is a 20-foot model. We've just picked up this line. We think it is going to be a great performance seller. We're also dealers for AB. We bring these ABs to the show every year. And people use these boats for tenders. They're also large center console versions that we have, just like you saw there on the Sea Legs. So it's a great opportunity for tender. It's an awesome tender.
So we're gonna go check out a hunt?
Yeah.
Take her out?
I think we can take her for a spin.
Yes. Pretty.
Yeah, this is the 32 center console. We make this boat in a center console and surf hunter version, which is a cabin boat, using the same hull. And like I said, everything outboard powered. So.
And so what do you like about the hunts? You've had them for a while now.
It's with Hunt, it's all about the ride.
So should we take her for a spin?
Yeah, let's go for a ride.
Right. a good looking boat.
There is. Yeah,
They all get along?
They do. Yeah.
We are now checking back with our friends at Micucci's Market. Although we did, of course, have a Sicilian slab pizza for lunch. Actually, this week we met up with Erin Ovalle, the wholesale manager, to talk about a new endeavor that he and his daughter are working on to alleviate some of the parking problems for island goers. Here at the ferry terminal with Ernie and Ava Galli, part of the Micucci clan. And while we are going to go to Micucci's Grocery, we're going to say hi to the rest of the fam in a minute, but we're talking about a new endeavor, entrepreneurial endeavor. You're the wholesales manager at Micucci's, but now Galli Valet with your right-hand woman here.
That's right.
Ava. So tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Well, this all spawned from Micucci's, the parking lot in the summertime.
Your parking lot at Micucci's?
Micucci's parking lot. We rent it out in the summertime. Friday night after hours, Saturday night after hours, and all day Sunday we're closed. So we just open it up for public parking, people going to the old port, to the islands, out to lunch. And that's how it started. I had so many people pulling in, looking for extended stays, like a week or 2 weeks, but I couldn't do it because the business is there. So that's where I got the idea of the valet service for people going to the islands. And it's been pretty good so far.
So there is a need, huh?
There is definitely a need for this.
So they just call you up, tell me how they can get in touch with you and what the process is?
Yes, right now I just have a Facebook page and it's done quite well. People just call me up and tell me when they're departing. I meet them right here, right in front, and they unload and go, and I take their car for however long need be.
Sometimes you want to go with them.
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to.
What's your favorite island?
Probably Peaks, yeah.
Peaks?
Yeah.
They have the ice cream shop there. So what's your role?
Well, I just take the money.
Good girl.
That's right, Erin. You're only as good as your employees, and I tell you, I have the best right here. She is fantastic.
Man. And you also work at Micucci's too.
Yeah.
What do you do there?
I do the cash register, and I fold pizza boxes.
Speaking of pizza, you want to go and have some lunch
Oh, that
and walk
sounds
and talk
good.
over there? All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Here we go, Mark. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Get through it okay?
It's lunchtime.
Are you good? Did you speak a while?
She did. We're going to get some pizza.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
Hi again.
How we doing?
Good, really good. I'll be better in just a minute.
What do you think, Ava? Cheese or pepperoni?
Cheese.
All right.
Do you like the corner piece or the middle?
Middle.
I like the corners, I think. Because I like the dough, so what?
You wanna get one?
You want one?
All right. I'm going to get pepperoni.
To the new school year.
Oh, boy.
And Galli Valet.
Salute.
And the Sicilian slab. Welcome back, everyone. After our tour of Bath, we headed up to Bowdoinham, where we had lunch at the Town Landing Cafe under new ownership. Check it out. In 1903, the Town Landing started out as the U.S. Post Office, but for many years has been a general store and a restaurant under new ownership today. Both the former owner and current owner tell me this is a place where morning Republicans, luncheon Democrats, and Sunday sinners all come together.
I'm really excited to take over the Town Landing Cafe. It's been owned by 2 other women in the past, so I feel a great honor in taking over a woman-owned business in the state of Maine that's been going on for so long. I also feel really honored to be in Bowdoinham, Maine. This place is awesome.
I've owned the Town Landing now for 14 years. I've raised my children here. I've gotten to know a community that is a giving, supporting, loving, caring community. My goal always was to leave it while I still loved it, leave it while I was still marketable elsewhere, and to give someone else the same opportunity that I had. And I'm grateful that I get to do all three of those with this.
This restaurant in particular has been here for so long. It's just the center of town. It's sort of the staple of the community. It was a general store, it was a post office. I'm pretty psyched to take the reins and like hold the torch and represent for the only restaurant in town. I love the space. The space itself, it has the old panel on the walls and the ceiling and the old fixtures, and to me that just screams character. I want to shake it up a little bit and start offering local goods from local purveyors, local farmers, local makers. Bring it right back to the community. I show up in the morning at 5:30 a.m. and there are trucks pulling around the corner. These old timers come in and they make their own coffee. They set everything up where they need it set up for them to sit down. They get their own muffins and they sit and they gossip. This community is growing, and it's growing in a way where it's bringing in a lot of younger kids, a lot of like hip kids, a lot of farmers. We just got a skate park right around the corner. Yeah, it's becoming a really hip little hub. We have the art center is right down the street. There's a recording studio right across the way, a great vintage dealer in the same warehouse. So it's coming. This community is growing in the best of ways.
We could not ask for a better day out here in Portland with our friend Jill Hinckley of Hinckley Introductions. Good to see you again.
You too, Erin. This has been so much fun to be part of MaineLife. I really enjoy it.
And
it's been great.
Thank you so much for introducing us to your family and your hometown, Southwest Harbor, Maine, which was fantastic.
I feel very fortunate to come from Southwest Harbor, Maine.
And that is where you met your hubby.
I met my husband, yes. I was divorced, living in Southwest Harbor, and I was working at the Hinckley Company in the Hinckley Ship store. One day, my husband Sandy walked into the store. We just became immediate friends. So we have been now married 18 years. So starting in Southwest Harbor, Maine.
And we are now on their new boat named Soulmate.
Soulmates, absolutely. We had to do it. We had to do something fun. We love boats, and we've had a couple boats in the past. But when we were talking about this boat and what I'm doing and talking to people about their soulmate, and soulmate felt good for us. It was the perfect name for our boat. So we've had a good time with soulmate. Sandy and I, one of the things that drew us to each other is our love for the ocean and all the things that go with the ocean.
We're on Soulmate. You help people find their soulmate. How important is it to have similar interests?
A soulmate is someone that is ideally suited for you. So what I like to do is I like to get to know people and really figure out, who is ideally suited for them. There is no perfect person out there for all of us. We're going to get into relationships and we're going to have to work through issues. Part of doing that does draw people together, and it really forms a bond when you can become, I know this sounds kind of funny, but soulmates. I mean, after 18 years with my husband Sandy, we get each other. We support each other. I know how he's going to react to certain situations. I feel really comfortable and at home with him.
And a lot of your clients are 45 plus?
40 and up are my clients usually. I mean, some younger people kind of come in and I talk to them a little bit, but for the majority of my clients are 40 and up.
So what do you find with an older client, and what challenges, and also some of the benefits of having life experience?
For older people, myself included, I look out there and I go, wow, there's a lot of options, a lot of things to try. But let's just take it one step at a time, try different things, meet new people, cast your net a little wider, and then I love to see what happens with them.
And when you have success stories, that must make you feel so good.
It's so good, so good.
Well, Jill, thank you. Next week, we're going to see you, and we're going to be talking about social media, which
absolutely
social media didn't exist when
it didn't exist when I started.
College.
Yeah, the last 10 years have been crazy.
So you have some good advice for us, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Erin.
Time for a cruise.
Oh, let's go.
The fall athletic season is already underway. Coaches and athletes working hard for that first game and fans getting ready to cheer them on. Here is a sneak peek of this year's Maine Varsity Awards hosted by the Maine Sun-Telegram and the University of Southern Maine, a night that parents, fans, coaches, and athletes should all look forward to. Work hard, play hard. This is the second annual Varsity Maine Awards presented by the Maine Sun-Telegram and University of Southern Maine, celebrating everything Maine sports. We have a great night ahead, and we're thankful you can join us.
Let the 2017 Varsity Maine Awards begin.
We are bigger and better this year with over 300 nominations.
These kids are amazing.
Parker from Falmouth, hockey player, what were you nominated for?
Baxter. How are we doing tonight, though? We good?
Unsung Hero Award.
Clutch Player Award.
For the Academic Ace Award. Team of the Year. Bad Freshman.
This is Austin Lufkin. This is the greatest thrower in the nation right here.
All right, first of all, I'd like to thank the Portland Press Herald and the Maine Sun-Telegram for the amazing opportunity presented today.
This is a great opportunity to honor some of the best kids and people in the state of Maine that are involved with high school athletics.
I just want to thank my family for all the support, especially my mother.
They've always been there and they drive me to everything. I want to say a special thank you to my grandmother for being my #1 fan and always being there for me. Love you.
My family, my friends, my teammates.
It was really amazing. This was a super hyped event. I did not know what to expect coming in.
Hey everyone, in this week's Maine Today Minute, goodbye August and hello September. Here are some ideas to get you out and about. Now this is the time to start hitting up tourist towns when the weather is still great, but the out-of-staters are starting to head south. Take a mini adventure to York where you can take your pick of some beaches, maybe long or short sands. Check out Nubble Light and grab lunch at Flo's Hot Dogs. If you're not already filled up on samples, that is, at Stonewall Kitchen's flagship store. Or you could also hit up some trails. If it's a hot day, you can head to a hiking spot that also has a nearby place to swim, like Bald Mountain, Rangeley Lake, Dacey Pond in Baxter State Park, or Webb Lake by Mount Blue. But if you'd rather stick closer to home, there are also plenty of good hikes hidden in plain sight, like the Saco Beach Loop in Ferry Beach State Park, one of my favorites, the Thorn Crag Nature Sanctuary in Lewiston, or the Wiskeg Trail right in downtown Bath. For all kinds of hiking guides, mini adventures, and much more, log on to mainetoday.com. Before we go, here is one last song from Micromassé. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Could you look a little bit more excited?
Was it always the three of you from the start?
Yeah.
I'm very excited for people who don't know who Micromassé are to hear you guys because among other things, you're also individually talented, but you definitely have a sound that no one else is doing in Maine.
We're actually working on a record right now.
Good, because I was going to ask you that.
It's like, we have like 1 day of mixing left and it's like, I mean, this is a Pete Dugas mastermind, this particular project.
It doesn't have any kind of like overt program to it, but like kind of on the theme of like positivity in the face of adversity kind of thing.
You know what? Thank God.
Yeah, I know. The world needs that right now, right?
Yes, it does. Well, very cool.